We're gonna title this one Far From Perfect. I don't script anything, so more and more as y'all get to know me, y'all just gonna see it for what it is. Sitting in here, having a few conversations with my wife. She's in the shower right now. I'm over here writing. I'm a real up and down type dude. I'm manic. My whole entire life really emulates that. Like for real. From how I wake up to how I move to my passions. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'll try my best to explain it. I'm right now. I'm speaking slower than I usually would because I'm trying to keep this a little more respectful and taken the right way. I once read an old adage out of a book called Hagakure, which to me is my Bible, and don't take no disrespect if you know you got your own Bible. What I'm saying is it's a Bible to me because it is a book of rules that I believe wholeheartedly in and follow. It was written in the 1700s, and there's a part in it where they say there's something to be met by a rainstorm. When walking along the side of the road and suddenly struck by a storm, people do things such as run under buildings and the awnings and leaves to try and stay wet. But in doing so, they still get the same soaking. This understanding extends to all things. See, that belief to me is simple. Don't beat around the bush. There's no point when things have to be done. And that's the important key word. When things have to be done, you just gotta do it. For instance, right now, things have to be done. I'm 3 years out of prison. I've been swear on dog. I've been doing everything. I've been really, 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 really putting in every piece of me, mind, body, soul, sanity, emotion, spirit. I love my child with all my heart. Both of my children, my daughter and my son. I live with my son. He's a 5-year-old. I'm sure y'all meet him. That boy personality is just, y'all see. I mean, now to really introduce myself, um, I'm a person first, and I mean that. You know what I mean? I done seen shit, this shit, like none of that is even glorified. It's just not. You know what I glorify? I glorify survival, strength, real strength. You want to understand me more? To me, the greatest person that I've ever personally touched flesh to is a woman named Tammy Beeman, a woman who lost like so much of this entire world and earth has always been addicted to an influence, in love with a man addicted to an influence with two beautiful young children. And she comes home one day from a day out with her children, walks into her apartment, and her husband and her children's father's neck is broken clean, and he's hanging from a drawer in a room. And they all saw this. The crazy thing is, this ain't a sad story. It's not a sad story because what that woman did was never touch another drug in her life. Smoked a little weed. She never let us know though. She was on the low with that. I only found that out years later. But she went to church, raised her children, fought for her children, gave every ounce of strength, went to school while working. You know what's so crazy? Well, a whole bunch of people like, I'm trying to be a millionaire by 20. This woman's in her 50s. She's got herself a nice home with a man that loves her. She's in Arizona. She got her own life now, real retirement. And that's a black woman. A woman nobody said would make it. A woman who not just fell below the statistics, lived below the statistics. And her children, still healthy, still beautiful, unbelievable people. Not one of them is a bad person. 3 children, not one bad person. Her youngest is a saint, straight saint. I mean, type of person, you read their credentials and you're like, somebody's lying. Ain't nobody that perfect. Yeah, he is. I know him. And it's even crazier that I know his father. And that man's a psychopath. So if you can take anything out of that little last part, who your pops is, who your moms is, ain't shit. You know, things happen and change us, and human beings are weak. I don't care what people say, we're weak. I mean, we can argue that if you want, but I'd much rather show you the proof. We can argue in person, physically, and I will show you human beings are weak. It doesn't matter who wins or loses. Human beings are weak. You know what I mean? If it takes 3 or 4 punches or a couple of blunt objects to fucking end your situation, you're weak. Oh, let me draw an example. There's a whole bunch of motherfucking animals on this earth. Let's name a few. Dogs, rhinos, bulls, cows, pigs. Man, listen. You fuck with one of them motherfuckers in the wild on some real shit, try to hurt it, attack it, that motherfucker tearing your ass up. Don't get me wrong, I'll fuck a dog up. But 9 out of 10, not 9 out of 10, probably 7 out of 10 human beings is panicking, in which case the dog already won the fight. But we're so smart. Anyway, look, I'm gonna really just start doing this. I don't know what else to do with my life. My music's real. Unfortunately, I'm gonna give it to you too. Y'all gonna see it. I speak for real. It's all heartfelt, and it's all, if you ask me, and if you ask a lot of motherfuckers that heard this shit, ain't nothing like it. It's a fact. I'm a poet first. Took me a while to learn that. But rap though, oh yeah, that's mine. That's mine. When it comes to speaking on exact truths, realities, pains, personal situations, nigga, making yourself look bad just to make somebody else understand the truth of the situation, it ain't all perfect. That's some real shit. And it is what it is. They can hate me or love me for it. At this point in time in my life, I'm 34. I did 7 years in state prison, a year in county, you know what I mean? All violence. But it ain't no monster shit. Yeah, I stabbed a woman, real shit. But not no civilian. And I damn sure didn't want to. That's a fact. Oh, and it wasn't just her. Oh, and she was also 400 pounds. So let's just fuck mitigating circumstances. Let's just keep it funky. It was some real. Oh, and it was my house. So let's just keep it 100. That was a situation I wanted to avoid. It happened. The fact, if I could take it back, I would. Do I think she deserved it? Fucks yeah. I'd die to that. Fucks yeah. But I wouldn't have did it if I had another choice, just because of the other people it hurt. That's what matters. But that's just ignorance. The real definition of ignorance. You're gonna keep hearing that every time you hear me speak, man. I'm so sick of people misusing that word. Ignorance is a very powerful word, and you stupid motherfuckers not only take the power from it, make it a powerful word for the wrong reason. You stupid that get me mad. I'm sorry. Apologize for language. Man, ignorance is not knowing, lack thereof. You know what I mean? Ignorance is when a man that's never been burned walks over and puts his hand on an oven. That's ignorance. One man from one race seeing another man from another race and completely slandering him due to his race, that's not ignorant. No, that's hate. That's assault. That is precognitively planning, to hurt somebody. Which is, to me, it's my mind has a hard time drawing the line where is the proper thing to do walk away? Is the proper thing to do respond back with the same ignorant slander, even though that's not you? But I don't care how many bitches or faggots, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm not going to turn around and reciprocate those same words. That's like a pushing match. I mean, it's like, what's happening here? If somebody, I've had situations where I've been slandered viciously. Like, I mean, I had to swallow my pride. But in those situations, all but one, In all those situations, I knew there's no wins. As in, I'm going to destroy this person. And not only am I not going to feel better about it, I'm not going to get no kudos points. I'm not going to get anything for it. You know, I kind of have like this one time that like breaks that line. Quick story. I'm watching Amistad and DYS. First time I ever seen the movie. And that very powerful scene when old boy stand up and scream, "Give us free." This fucking white kid from fucking Martha's Vineyard, he just started laughing. Not all white people are bad, so please, let's not start on this line. Look at the color of my motherfucking skin. Do I look like I'm 1,000% fucking black to you? So anyway, but to me, honestly, I don't give a fuck if the movie's about Chinese. It's a true story of pain and suffering. Pain and suffering that, if you ask me, in my opinion, shit, almost nobody could endure. So here I am watching this strong man, fuck regardless of color, fight for his right to be recognized as another fucking human being, and this fucking clown got up and started laughing hysterically. I shit you not. We were kids. I was 16. He was 16 too. Little white boy. I'm like 5'7". He's like 5'4". It was like, I been did some shit, disrespected him a bunch of times just to see if he was stupid enough, trying to goad him. But, you know, I'm not going to just pummel. I'm not a bully, bro. I've hated bullies my whole life. Wasn't going to do it. But I ain't going to lie. He brought out the other side. And I swear to God, around that time is when I started realizing that when you bring that other side out, that's your fault. It's your fault, bro. I swear to God. Because, like, even with my mental health, if I'm losing it and it has nothing to do with motherfucking whoever's with me, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. If it's not geared even towards you at all, I'm gone. I can recognize that. I'm gone. You may get a quick fuck you, stay the fuck away from me, shut the fuck up, but I'm out. I'm out. I ain't gonna get past that. You know what I mean? Where's the excuse on the other end, man? Where's the responsibility? There's none. People do say, and it's funny because in a way it really hurts me even more that when somebody is to slander me verbally that I personally don't want to beat up or is in another life, like let's say a lawyer. Oh, perfect example. Yo, I got a shooting case that I got convicted for. And when I stood up in superior trial for my bail hearing, the fucking ADA, 20-year-old white bitch, at the time I think I'm like 23, but I'm older than her. I don't hold it against her, and I don't hold the female thing against her. I personally believe females are smarter than men. That is a fact. But this bitch knowing nothing and nothing, I'm looking at her. She's easily a prep school uppity bitch. That also doesn't guarantee anything. But when that bitch mouth opened, oh my God, everything was confirmed. This bitch had the audacity to say, now mind you, long story short, a motherfucker told me he was going to kill me. The very next day, I caught him walking to his baby mother's house. There was an alleyway in between. I walked directly out. He said, you scared me. I shot him right in his fitted hat. Now, what I didn't know, he's taller than me. I'm 5'10". He's 6'2" and some change. So I had to aim up. He had his hat, like, not fully on his head. So I blew his fucking hat off his head. And I honestly thought I wigged him because he froze. Like a good second. But it felt like 5. He just, like, froze. And I'm like, oh, he's going to drop. And I'm finishing when he's on the floor. But instead, after this little pause, he starts trying to take off. So I just let loose, point blank. You get it exactly. Left shoulder, under his armpit into his left ribs, and the tail end of his left shoulder blade. That was 4 shots. So the 5th shot went through the hat. Those 4 shots went through. When he fell off the 5th shot through the back, for the 4th shot through the back, the 5th shot went over his head and hit who knows where. They never got the ballistics. It's dark out too, and I picked this place because there's no, on that turn, there's no light. There's no light post. Black. But there was a van, a minivan, a Chrysler minivan, tan coming around, not tan, that like golden weird color coming around with a Spanish lady. And they could try to run up and start patting on the motherfucking engine, and that shit just roomed the fuck off on him. I swear to God, the bitch just kept rooming like slowly so she wouldn't run him over, but the nigga that got the point and slid off. By that time, he's trying to be safe, running alongside the van. I'm chasing him now. I lost all thoughts, and that's one of my mental health. I'm a very intelligent nigga. That was fucking stupid what I did, because not only was I chasing him, yeah, if I was gonna chase him, run down and end it, it would have been smart. But bro, I had a 22 and I had put 3 in him, missed 1, right? So I have 3 in him, missed 1, right? No, missed the fitted, 3 in his body, and then missed him when he fell. So I had 1 left. So it did make sense if I was thinking that way. I have 1 left. But how about this problem? I'm fucking squeezing the trigger repeatedly. Must have squeezed fucking 15 times before I actually get him in my line of view. Why the fuck did I think the gun was still gonna shoot? When I ended up getting to the crib, I found out that the bullet was dudded because I used hollows in a Brazilian 22 and it was loose. So it didn't line up to get hit and fire. It was bullshit. The reason why I'm telling you this, though, is that I don't condone these things. I really don't. I was a kid, and for a little bit, I was like, yeah, motherfucker, you got what you deserve. And I can't lie, to a degree, I still feel that way. It's just without the bravado and the aggression and the hate. Be honest with you, I feel bad for him as well. I feel very empathetic for him because God knows, God forgive them, for they know not what they do. I've repeated that shit to myself. I couldn't even count. And I'm not a Bible man. I find, don't get me wrong, Bible's a fucking beautiful book. I just have a huge problem with it because human beings decide to use it to kill each other. And I'm not a person to easily overlook the huge facts. That shit's disgusting. And I can delve deeper into that history, and I'm sure I will, but not right now. Anyway, my little fucking screen's blinking and all that. I'm running out of this battery. I'm going to upload this motherfucker and get some more space on my phone and keep this going. Man, I hope y'all really like this. I got nothing but love. And I need to find more people like me. So if you feel like anything like kindred spirits, reach out to me, man. Let's make something happen. Big facts.